Hi, learners. Welcome to today's lesson. Remember, I'm teacher Digital Benson Kabachia. We have been discussing on the topic about money. We started with commission. We went ahead. We discussed about higher purchase. Lastly, we had discussed about simple interest. And today we are going to discuss a subtopic related to simple interest called compound interest. Remember, simple interest and compound interest, they are related. So before you listen and get knowledge on compound interest, make sure that you have listened to the simple interest so that you can be able to understand more about compound interest. Welcome to my class. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like, and leave comments so that we can improve on our teaching. Welcome. On today's topic about compound interest, we are going to measure on two formulas. One, simple interest. One, interest alone. And two, amount. In compound interest, remember the interest that you get either monthly or annually is added to the next principal of the next month or the next year if it is calculated monthly or per annum. So interest is equals principal times rate times time or of 100. Remember, our rate is always given in percentage. Time can be year or per month. But in our case, we are going to dwell more on per annum. Then the amount. This is the money that you get at your account or you pay back, which is principal plus interest. Learners, let's go do several questions. Our first question is related with interest, a simple interest and compound interest. We are going to do comparison. The question read, Irimo deposited shillings 10,000 in a financial institution that offered simple interest at the rate of 5% per annum. Dege deposited shillings 10,000 in a bank that offered compound interest at the rate of 5% per annum. How much more interest had Dege's money earned than Ilimo's after 2 years? Learners, we are going to calculate two different interests. The first one is simple interest for Ilimo, and the second is compound interest for Dege. Let's see. Both of them, the principal is 10,000, 5% rate, and 2 years. Last time we said that simple interest is equals principal times rate times time all of 100. So for Irimo, principal is 10,000 times rate is 5%, and the period that the money stayed in the bank was 2 years times 2. Then you cancel where possible. The 2 zeros will cancel, the 2 zeros will cancel. 5 times 2, 10. 10 times 100, you get 1,000. So simple interest is equals shillings 1,000. That is for who? Ilimo. For Dege's case, we are told that the principal remains 10,000, the rate is 5%, and again, time is 2 years. So for Dege, what are you going to do? Remember, for compound interest, we get interest per annum, meaning for every year we accumulate. For the first year, it will be principal 10,000 times rate 5% times 1, the first year. We cancel where possible, by 2 zeros go, by 2 zeros go, you're left with 100 times 5, which gives you 500. Shillings 500 is the interest of the first year. And you want to get the interest, the money after 2 years. What are you supposed to do? The next thing is you get the second principal, principal 2, which will be given by the first principal 10,000 plus the interest of the first year, which is 500 shillings. You add 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 5, 5. Then you have 0 and 1. So principal 2 is shillings 10,500. This is the principal we are going to use to calculate the interest of the second year, which will be 10,500 times. Our rate remains the same, 5% times 1, and this is for the second year. You cancel where possible, by zeros go, by zeros go. You multiply 105 times 5. Use wrong method of multiplication. 5 times 5, 25. You will write 5, carry 2. 5 times 0, 0. Plus 2, 2. 5 times 1, 5. So second interest of the second year is shillings 525. So the first interest was 500. The second interest is 525. What is the question asking? How much more interest had Dege's money earned than Ilimo's after 2 years? Let us get the interest for the 2 years for Dege. It will be 500 plus 525. 0 plus 5, 5. 0 plus 2, 2. 5 plus 5, 10. So the interest was shillings 1,025. The question is asking, how much more? The interest of Ilimo was 1,000. For Dege, 1,025. So we subtract 1,025, subtract 1,000. 5 minus 0, 5. 2 minus 0, 2. Then 0 minus 0, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. So it was shillings 25 more. So our correct answer will be A. Learners, multiple B represented the interest of Ilimo. Multiple C represented the interest of Dege for the compound interest. Learners, if you confused by asking how much more, then you get the word more you think you are adding, you end up getting your answer is D, which is wrong. The moment you ask how much more interest had, then you subtract. Learners, that is a question whereby we are comparing simple interest and compound interest. In our next question, Otieno invested shillings 15,000 in a financial institution. The institution paid a compound interest at the rate of 6% per annum. How much money did Otieno have in the institution altogether after 2 years? Principal, 15,000. Rate, 6%. Time, 2 years. Let's get the interest of the first year. It will be principal 15,000 times rate 6 out of 100 times the first year. Cancel where possible. 2 zeros will cancel. The 2 zeros will cancel. You're left with 150 times 6. 0 times 6, 0. 6 times 5, 30. Lights 0, carry 3. 6 times 1, 6 plus 3, 9. The interest of the first year is 900. And you're supposed to get the interest for 2 years. So to get the second principal, it will be our first principal, the money invested, 15,000, plus the interest earned in the first year, which is 900 shillings. You add, you get 0, 0, 9, 15, 1. Let's get the interest of the second year. It will be our new principal, which is 15,900 times. Our rate remains the same, 6% times 1. The zeros go, by 2 zeros go, by 2 zeros go. You're left with 159 times 6. 6 times 9, 54. You write 4, carry 5. 6 times 5, 30. Plus 5, 35. You write 5, carry 3. 6 times 1, 6. Plus 3, 9. Second interest is 954. What is the question asking? How much did Otieno have in the institution altogether after 2 years? The word altogether here represents the amount, which we say that amount is equals principal plus total interest. So our principal was 15,000. The first interest is 900. The second interest is 954. You add 0 plus 0 plus 4, 4. 0 plus 0 plus 5, 5. 0 plus 9 plus 9, 18. You write 8, carry 1. 1 plus 5, 6. Drop 1. You get shillings 16,854. Learners, the correct answer was A. Learners, they are those who settled for D, representing interest alone. Thus, our answer is A. Learners, let's continue to the next question. The next question is similar to the previous question. Jockey deposited shillings 120,000 in a bank that gave compound interest the rate of 6% per annum. What was the amount in the bank after 2 years? Principal, shillings 120,000, rate 6%, time 2 years. We get the first year, which will be principal 120,000 times rate 6 over 100 times 1. We cancel the 2 zeros, we cancel the 2 zeros. We are left with 1,200 times 6. 0 times 6, 0. 0 times 6, 0. 6 times 2, 12. You write 2, carry 1. 6 times 1, 6 plus 1, 7. The first interest, 7,200. We want to get the principal 2, which will be the first principal, 120,000, plus the first interest of shilling 7,200. You add 0, 0, 2, 7, 2, 1. So principal 2, our second year will be our principal 127,200 times rate remains 6% times 1. You cancel the 2 zeros, cancel the 2 zeros. You are left with 1,272 times 6. 6 times 2, 12. You write 2, carry 1. 6 times 7, 42. Plus 1, 43. Carry 4. 6 times 2, 12. Plus 4, 16. You write 6, carry 1. 6 times 1, 6. Plus 1, 7. So second interest, 7,632. Learners, what is the question asking? What was the amount in the bank after 2 years? Amount is equals principal, which is 120,000, plus the total interest, which will be given by the first interest 7,200, the second interest 7,632. We add, you get 2, you get 3, 2 plus 6, 8, 7 plus 7, 14, you write 4, carry 1, 1 plus 2, 3, then you get 1. So it will be shillings 134,832. Learners, our correct answer is A. If you had been asked on an interest, you are supposed to add 7,200 plus 7,632. You could get this one is only interest, 14,832. Learners, let's go to the next question. The next question reads, Muli invested shillings 10,000 in a bank which paid compound interest at the rate of 8% per annum. How much did Muli have in the bank after 2 years altogether? Learners, this question are similar. Principal remain shillings 10,000. Rate in our case is 8% and time is 2 years. We get the first year. Principal 10,000 times 8 out of 100 times 1. Cancel the 2 zeros, cancel the 2 zeros. You are left with 8 times 100, which gives you 800. First interest, 800. We get principal 2, which will be given the second year. The first principal, 10,000, plus our interest of 800 shillings. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 8, 8. 0, 10. You get 10,800. Second year, use this principle 2, 10,800 times 8 over 100 times 1. The two zeros will go, the two zeros will cancel each other. You are left with 108 times 8. 8 times 8, 64. You write 4 carry 6. 8 times 0, 8. 0 plus 6, 6. 8 times 1, 8. Interest 2, 864. The question is asking, how much money did Muli have in the bank after 2 years altogether? It will be principal 10,000, first interest 800, second interest 864. And as we add 0 plus 0 plus 4, 4. 0 plus 0 plus 6, 6. 0 plus 8 plus 8, 16. You write 6 carry 1. 1 plus 0, 1. You drop 1. So our amount was shillings 11,664. Learners, our correct answer is C. In case you had been asked on the interest, the interest could be 800 plus 864, and our answer could be A. Learners, let's continue. A man deposited shillings 50,000 in a bank for 2 years. The bank paid compound interest at the rate of 10% per annum. How much money was in his account at the end of 2 years? Learners, the question about compound interest always measures with 2 years, as we have seen. So let's do the question. Principal, we are told is 50,000. Rate, we are told it is 10%. Time, we are told is 2 years. Let's get the interest of the first year. Principal 50,000 times 10 all of 100 times 1. By zeros go, by zeros go. 500 times 10, you get 5,000. So the interest of the first year was 5,000. We want to get principal 2, which will be 50,000 plus 5,000, which gives us 0, 0, 0, 5, 5. Principal 2 is 55,000. Second year, 55,000 times 10 all of 100 times 1. The zeros cancels, the zeros cancels. 550 times 10, 5,500. Interest 2, 5,500. The question asks, how much money was in his account at the end of the 2 years? How much? That is amount. The amount is equals principal, that is 50,000. First interest, 5,000. Second interest of the second year, 5,500. We add 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 5, 10. You write 0, color 1. 1 plus 5, 6. You get shillings 60,500. Learners, our correct answer is D. Had you been asked interest alone, it could be 5,000 plus 5,500 to give you 10,500. Learners, our last question of the day of our lesson reads, a businessman saved shillings 900,000 in a fixed deposit account which earned compound interest at the rate of 15% per annum. How much money did he have in the bank at the end of the 2 years? Again, we have been asked amount. Our principal is shillings 900,000. Rate, we are told is 15% per annum. Time, 2 years. We get the first year, which will be principal 900,000 times 15 out of 100 times 1. Cancel zeros, cancel 0. We multiply 15 times 9,000. 1, 2, 3. You place those zeros there. You multiply by 9. Simple multiplication. 9 times 0, 0. 9 times 0, 0. 9 times 0, 0. 9 times 5, 45. You write 5, carry 4. 9 times 3, 9 times 1, 13. Plus sorry, learners, 9 times 1, 9, plus 4, 13. The interest of the first year was shillings 135,000. We get the principal of the second year, which will be 900,000 plus our interest of 135,000. We add 0, 0, 0, 5 learners, 3, 9 plus 1, 10. Our principal of the second year is 1,035,000. So it will be second year principal 1,035,000 times 15 all of 100 times 1. Then you cancel your possible, by zeros go, by zeros go. You multiply 10, 350 times 15. 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 5, 25. You write 5 carry 2. 5 times 3, 15 plus 2, 17. Carry 1. 5 times 0, 0 plus 1, 1. 5 times 1, 5. You multiply by 1, you put 0 first there. 0, 5, 3, 0, 1. We add 0, 5, 7 plus 5, 12, carry 1. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3, 5, 5, 1. The interest will be 155,250. The question is asking how much do you have in the bank at the end of the year? Amount, which will be given by the first principal, 900,000, plus the first interest, 135,000, plus the second interest, 155, 250,000. You add 0 plus 0, 0. 5, 0 plus 0 plus 5, 5. 0 plus 0 plus 2, 2. 0 plus 5 plus 5, 10. You write 0 carry 1. 1 plus 3, 4. Plus 5, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. Plus 1, 11. You get shillings 1,190,250 shillings. So learners, our correct answer was C. Learners, that is how we calculate compound interest. Learners, we have done with compound interest, and I hope you'll be able to understand more on that. Do practice, follow the examples that I've given. On our next topic, we shall deal with discount, profit, and loss. Please remember to subscribe my channel, share, like, and leave a comment on how we can improve our channel. Thank you very much, my learners.